introduced me to this session. And the quotation is that the basic economic resource, the means of production, is no longer capital, no land, no labor. It is and will remain knowledge. Knowledge comes from information, information comes from data. And this is where we are. We cannot do without data, we cannot do without information. And I thank the African Union, I always thank them for putting all of us together, all the most important scientists and researchers in the GNAS. And I also liked, I think, what the Commissioner said when we were having the press conference. He said that even if GNAS ends today, I think we should be able to develop our own partnerships, respond to proposals, come up with other programs like they have done with us. So we have everything we can do. So then in that case, I would also like to link up to how do we support the African Union and the European Union and all the other people that are supporting us to make sure that they have products and services to help them actually develop policies. From SASSCAL's perspective, even without the GNAS, most of our work depends on Earth observation, climate change. I remember when I was studying climate change, the very first image we saw that showed us what is happening with the climate system was from the Earth observation satellites. So we are already in SASSCAL collecting a lot of data from the different countries, 5. We look at the impacts of climate change on land. So land use and land cover change is the basic environmental variable that you have to understand what is happening. And what is happening mainly in our environment is related to human population growth. And we also have a program where we look at the built-up areas. For example, we could not have been able to measure the growth of human settlements without the Earth observation satellite. We look at the water resources, the diminishing water resources of Africa. We are all in a serious situation, particularly in SADC, where water is diminishing really fast. And it's only with the Earth observation, both satellite, in situ, and all the other measurements we can get, that we can really put them together and interpret and provide them to our policymakers and decisions. We also have other programs that look at agricultural production. We all know what is happening on the African continent, but it's only the Earth observation that can help us to know whether our land is still suitable, for example, for grazing purposes, or whether we can change and look at maybe another type of livelihood. And there's some information that we also have. And also what is really interesting for us, and also I think for all of you, is that our politicians are now understanding the value of Earth observation, and they're asking us tough questions. I've always been telling people, because this question came to me, I was asked, tell us, when is it going to rain next? And I'm like, oh my goodness, I actually don't know. But these are the demands that our decision makers want. To them, they want to go to the farmers and tell the agriculturists and cattle keepers to say it's going to rain in June. But in a country like Namibia, where SASSCAL headquarters is, it's getting drier and drier. Right now, even the government are giving out food rations. So you can imagine that information from the value of land, the water resources, the type of crops and animals we can keep is all needed for our policymakers to make decisions better. And that's where we all come up to make sure that we support our governments and our institutions to really be able to manage the land, to make decisions, and to do everything else that they can do. Maybe I can stop here. Thank you.